All right, we're back. LA to Ferguson. It's like 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock at night. Still in the corner of Alvarado Street and Beverly. They detained all of the protesters. Then they gave them a dispersal order that they could not disperse from. And then they read them all their dispersal order individually and videotaped them doing it. And then they've been escorting them out of the police line one by one. So, big violation of First Amendment rights have been happening again for the 4th day in a row in LA. But, hey, guess what? It's a police state. Maybe it's our time now to get our interview with our green hat. Are you ready to do an interview for us, or y'all interviewed it out? inLeague Press?
Oh, you're with inLeague Press.
inLeague. Just a small little internet group.
Oh, that's great. I didn't realize you were in the press.
It's cool. I am.
No, thanks for filming.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Did you capture the exchange with Commander?
I did. You?
Great.
Yeah, that was on the last one we just did. He's got all the information.
Yeah, okay.
It's all on Ustream. It's all broadcast. So.
Yeah, thank you.
The order of events, how it went down is they detained him, gave him the dispersal order. You know, they rolled the car down there, gave him the dispersal order, didn't allow them to disperse, and then, you know, so you guys were both saying the same thing. Yeah, they did give him the dispersal order, but it wasn't until after they detained him.
Yeah, they went to our police. Yeah. I can't see this far away. Have you seen if they're like cuffing everyone? If they cuffed everyone? Maybe we can go down there and check it out.
We can try.
Because I saw one person cuffed and then they uncuffed him right as he was leaving.
I'll try to go. I can run a distraction for you.
That's okay.
I should still be allowed to go down there, right, with my press pass?
What's that?
I should be able to go down to that blue van, right?
Here's the thing, man. I don't know who you are.
They already took my picture. They took a picture of my press pass.
Some authority, and then I'll let them validate.
Absolutely, they already have validated me, but yeah, absolutely,
Okay,
double
cool.
check that.
If you promise to stand right over here,
Sure.
I'll somebody that has some stripes on the shoulder. No.
Thank you.
Stand back over here so I can stand behind. Who'd you speak to before?
Man, you know, I didn't get his name. He was an Italian-looking guy down there, kind of, definitely had stripes on.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't get his name. Brown hair, slick back, older gentleman.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right.
Not older, like gray hair, not like that, but not gray hair.
Not gray hair.
Maybe that gentleman right there?
Bar on his collar?
I might have. What's up, man?
Rob Ray's holding it down.
That's
What's up,
right,
Corey?
He,
She's watching.
she better be.
Yeah.
You want to give us an interview?
Basically what happened is I was
Hey, hold
scouting
on.
up ahead.
Hold on a second. Let's go with shouting. Let's.
She had to scream for a female officer. She's saying that the men were intimidating her. Are you injured? No, I'm not injured. She's not injured at this time. They won't let me get my ID from my backpack.
There you go. All right.
They keep telling her she's not coming up in the system. She is
Hey,
at
somebody
several
open the
times.
door.
You can see her pockets.
He hit that.
And they're putting her in a van with no windows. Can you actually see the vehicles that the protesters are being put in? For those who don't know.
Exchange them.
Ironically, Mike Brown, they said, excuse me, anything you would like to say, ma'am? Ma'am, why are you getting arrested? Over here. Because I'm not able to give them an ID, and my ID's in my backpack. She's in silver handcuffs, as you can see. Ma'am, were you out here protesting? They're very tight. She's being put into this weird device. It's got absolutely no windows inside of it. It only has a couple of white metal shit right here. People die in this shit.
What's your name? What's your name?
Oh, you know, someone could release gas in that. This is out of
Could you back up away from me, please?
I'm actually attached to her.
Is her Sanchez with you?
Yeah.
Like, this is her ID.
Oh, she does have an ID.
Identification.
So you can let her go now, or?
It's being put in the bag. He was just
in the back.
given her identification. She said she was being arrested.
You can put me in the system and identify me, right? And I have no warrants.
Come on, Corporal Smith, let her go.
You're being arrested now because I'm being targeted by the police for.
As you can see, it's very similar to stop and frisk, although some people were lawfully assembled on the sidewalk. Everybody was ID'd. And
Ramirez, are you a voyeur?
So,
You like to watch?
You're right to assemble, although it was impeded upon. There was no general.
You're never gonna win this game. I'm amazing. I'm amazing at this.
There was no call for illegal assembly. People were detained, and then they were stopped, frisked, and they were asked for their identification. Many of the protesters were on the sidewalk. They have been led into the street by LAPD. Arrested for not having her identification, although very clearly he was just handed an identification that was put into the bag that will most likely be considered her property. There are absolutely no windows inside this vehicle. Is there anyone else in there?
No, just another officer.
I'm just concerned about how do they breathe in there? If you have no windows, how do people breathe?
Yes, sir. I thought that was just in the 17 years. Yeah? I thought that was just in the movie, man.
Did anyone get her?
No, I thought it was just.
Lisa, did you get her name?
I'm not going to tell people her name.
National Lawyers Guild.
I do.
Well, they arrested her for not producing ID, and then as they were putting her in the van, they gave her her ID.
They arrested our buddy because he didn't have ID. Papers. You have got travel papers. The papers. Show us the papers or you go to jail. But the deal is they tried to make a U-turn because they were trying to get cattle. But when all the people made a U-turn, they said, oh, you guys are messing with traffic. And then they blocked them on the sidewalk and did all this shit.
Hey, but I was racial profiling that Italian cop. That is true. I could have generalized him and said, you know, the one with the small IQ? But that's just facts.
get back to the real. What the?
They said Oakland's getting bad right now.
One of my hometowns. I'm going to be in Oaktown next week. They sure like keeping their Harleys, huh? How many blocks do we got to go to get back? We're at Ford.
All of them.
Ford and Bell? Or what? What was it?
Nope, we're going to be protesting on Christmas too, Fish Icon 84. We're going to have a terrible Christmas because we're going to be out in the streets marching.
Yeah. What do you want to do about it?
inLeague, right?
Yeah.
That's Lemuria.
What is it?
Lemuria on
Okay.
U Street.
Cool. Welcome, welcome.
Nice to meet you in person. I think we've met at, down in Hollywood. I've seen you around.
Cool. All right.
I've got a mask, so you probably see
You're the guy in the mask, right? Okay. All right.
Okay.
With a great smile.
Hey, I'm the one that's not the Fed, though. Okay.
So, fucking sunset restaurant. You know, he'll fight it. Motherfuckers don't know what they're doing or what this. They end up losing money because of it.
All right. It's hard to say what's really going on here. There's
But when people are doing things, you should figure out a way to interact with these people and make everything that they're trying to do better for themselves, you know, in a way that it doesn't affect you guys and it doesn't affect us, and everybody gets to speak their mind, you know, instead of like just aggressive, you know. You should have more of like a productive, like, you know, interaction with that, like instead of a negative approach to it, you know. Fucking slams the door out and starts looking at me. So, I was like, well, I just ran, you know? Just took off,
I'm saying that Juan did get arrested, and rumor has it it's because he didn't produce ID. But I'm not 100% positive.
I'm not gonna be a little person and be like, oh, I got hurt. It's just like, I didn't have a gun, but yet it happened to me. For what? For being scared and running. I could have gotten shot to death. Really? You know what? I used to say like, fuck. Could have shot me, and it would have been one of these cases. Why else would he run? It didn't happen, you know?
I'm trying to figure out.
They let me go, alright, they let me go, and I'm just thinking like, Should I press initiate? Like, no, why?
Well, I was hoping that
You know?
KTLA will give us a
So I can't even say anything. But when something like this happens, I just wish it could.
no, I was hoping that they would get
Give people strength.
they would finish up all the people.
And then now I'm having less of a trust, like more of a trust issue with you guys. I'm more like, oh, these fools are out here to fuck with me, you know, I'm out. Like, or fuck these fools, I'm running. Like, or when I shouldn't even run. Like, I stopped, after I left, I stopped and I'm like, I haven't met a player.
Yep.
It's easy for me.
Could do this interview again.
Why is it so long? Because I've been harassed so long and it's been like, fuck, I gotta run. You know what I mean? Yeah, accepting. And so I'm running thinking like, what is going to run? Yeah. But it's like, I wouldn't have, like, and I see little kids having the same mentality. Like, fuck the police, I'm going to run, fuck, you know? And these are little kids that I see in my neighborhood every day. And I'm like, what's up, fool? Like, what are you doing right here? Like, oh, I'm fucking right here with my problems and my enemies. Like, Dick, you're like 10 years old. How do you have enemies? You know what I mean? It's like all that harassment they're doing is just, yeah, so if you guys had a different decision, it's ridiculous, right? It's like, if I had them in the time, they would have taken me to jail. They didn't take me to jail. Even though I had, even though I had.
Paddy wagon.
It was like 12 days. They had to go for that. And then the next thing about that, they asked me, where the gang is. They picked it up. So, but I'm not, I don't associate because I get harassed by the same people. It's a deception. So I'm just guilty, but not by association. But I mean, like, but you see, it's assumed that way, and you guys, you say that like that. But when we're here thinking like every fucking cop is an asshole, we can't assume that way, right? You're like, not every cop is shit.
Because they start policing their own, I got my questions. Quite frankly. But I mean, I think just need to bring some blanket parkers back in the gym there and deal with them fools that are shooting people for running. Because it's not a death offense to run.
Yeah.
I'm an American, I can run, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I was telling you about that.
That happened to Manuel Diaz. I mean, they shot a kid with a skateboard, Carlos Oliva, right down the street. He was trying to skate home after practicing guitar for church.
Who's from Louisiana?
No, he was killed by a police officer trying to skate home after practicing for church with a guitar. Carlos Oliva, check it out. By LAPD.
Like, I can tell you, like, so many shit that's happening. Like,
yeah, me too.
Just in life, like,
Jesus Aguilar, Rigoberto Arcero. I mean, we can start naming names. You know any of these names? How about we've got Nacho, Ignacio Alcoa. These are all LA.
Post us some names.
Me too. How many are there? Right now, between, you know, Los Angeles and Albuquerque and New York. No. I think in 2012 I counted over 700.
It's 400.
Officer involved shootings. And then let's start talking about the shootings. You know, have you ever examined them? You can check it out on Wikipedia. It's pretty interesting that they all use the
Ferguson's back up.
You know, it's like he was running and his arm came by his waist. Well, that's what you do when you run. There's no excuse. You know what, the bullshit that I was afraid for my life, you know what, get the fuck, get a new job. If I'm afraid, I'm going to get a new job, buddy. Because I don't want to kill somebody out of fear.
Tone it down, baby. Turn it down.
No, I get sad. No, I get sad. I know a lot of people that have died.
He's right. He's right now.
So it's like you gotta respect
Thank
that
you.
much, you know?
He's right.
You gotta understand that it's just not in his hands. It's just as us as a community, you as a bigger person.
So what I want to get back to the story is,
actually work together.
Rigoberto Arcero was cut down on the ground in front of his children, in front of his home. And he was mad because he was a man of stature of his neighborhood. And he's like, what the hell's going on here? And they shot him in the head. And his son, Christopher, doesn't have a dad. It's hard. It's hard to disconnect from that, brother. And that happened here. in LA. I think the sheriff's got that one.
Or when they shot and killed Giselle Ford and then threw his mom to the ground when she came out.
But you're right. No, I'm not harassing. I was giving an example. Is that a harassment or is that a demonstration?
The shit is that, look.
No, I'm giving a demonstration to you, my man.
No, that's good, man.
I'm trying to enlighten my brother. And I enlighten anybody that's
step ahead and like start talking to people that actually
I'm not
look, these guys are just like right here, they got their work to do, like they line them up right here. That's what they're gonna do. If this person moves over there, she's gonna get in trouble and be like, get your ass back over there, you know?
Like
it's
like
they
scare all the people and make a U-turn.
But we need to like talk to that person over there who's like the chief of like handling all this fucking business. We need to talk to like fucking people over there, you know?
I've been to a lot of these. How many you been to?
Never, fool, like never. But I've been harassed a lot more times than you have, I bet.
Surprised.
And it doesn't even matter.
I'm 45.
All right.
When I was your age, I got harassed a lot.
Yeah, but it wasn't like
my hair.
It wasn't like, where the fuck are you from? Huh?
Yeah,
where the fuck are you from?
No,
where are you from?
Yeah, it was. It was in Pasadena.
In Pasadena. That's when was this? What year?
1980s.
1980s.
I was a kid. I was sitting there unscrewing, to play with a bottle. We got pulled over because we were from the wrong neighborhood, right? Because we were white, right? Profiling. It don't matter. They're always profiling. These are the guys that treat the racial discrimination. What happens the first time you go to jail? They're the ones that.
Look, but you gotta think about it. Like, look, these guys are not even from this
No, these guys.
Look at the cars. Look, they're not even from here. They're from somewhere else, dude. Look at those numbers. Like, they're like these guys are like from fucking other places coming here. Like, if you really think about it, I know all the cops that fucking hang out here. I know everyone from Chaos Unit. I know all these people.
Well, we should start having cops from the neighborhoods they police. Maybe they'll stop killing people. They'll know them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Carl, you're funny.
More interaction with
It's a smart guy like you doing on this stream.
I want to know what's in their head. Drug testing. I want to know about everything. I want to know about antidepressants. I want to know about steroids.
It's just like
steroids, antidepressants. I want to know. Public services should inject these things. Take into consideration, if I'm driving a forklift and I run over a guy's foot, everybody's going to have to get teeth. But what happens? You have to submit.
I mean, when something happens to you and you're fucking dying, you're going to call the police and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you got to understand that shit. Like, I've never seen someone be like, oh, fucking die, fucking take care of this shit myself, you know? Like, nah, they're going to call the police, dude. They're going to call someone in the fucking, The shit is that, like, instead of, I don't know, instead of, like, just fucking going all against everything.
You know how many people
I think we
call
should
the
fucking
police for their mental